Minasan, ohayo gozaimasu. Welcome! This channel is for Japanese learners of English. Hyomo shadowing no lesson will yat ikimashou. Listen to today's real native conversation. Focus on the rhythm and shadow along. Practice daily to master tango, bunpao, hatsuan, and rhythm. Repeat and try again tomorrow if needed. Zei. Chenaru no toroku. Wo onegai shimasu. Okay, are you ready? Here we go.
Ever been in a cafe wanting to strike up a conversation with someone at the next table but not knowing how?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like you're both there sharing the same space, but there's this invisible wall.
Exactly. And it's not like you can just blurt out, hey, want to be friends? So what are some natural, easy ways to break that ice?
Well, one of the easiest ways, I think, is to find a common ground. Like maybe they have an interesting book or something unique on their table. You can comment on it or ask about it.
That's a good one. Because it's a specific observation, not just some random, hey, how's it going? I'm like, oh, I saw you were reading that. Is it any good?
Right. And it shows you're paying attention, that you're actually noticing them.
So what are some other conversation starters you can use in a cafe?
Well, you can always talk about the cafe itself. Ask them if they've been there before or what their favorite drink is.
Oh, that's a nice one. Because it's something you both share in that very moment, and it's a low-pressure question.
Yeah, exactly. It's casual, and it opens the door for more conversation if they're interested.
What if you want to go a little deeper than just the cafe itself? Where else can you take that conversation?
You could always branch out into topics like travel, asking if they're local or visiting from out of town.
That's smart, because travel stories are often fun and engaging. Everyone has a travel story of some kind, right?
Yeah, and it can lead to all sorts of interesting directions. You might find out they're from a place you've always wanted to visit, or they might have recommendations.
And what about something less destination-oriented? What about their background?
Well, asking about their background is fine, but it's important to keep it light and not too intrusive. Maybe asking about their general interests rather than a specific job.
That's key, isn't it? You don't want to make it feel like a job interview. Maybe, so what are you passionate about lately?
Yes, there's a much better way to ask about them, because it's inviting them to share what they like without putting them on the spot.
So we've talked about the book, the cafe, travel, and their interests. What are some conversation topics to avoid?
We'll definitely avoid controversial topics like politics or religion, especially with someone you just met.
Right. Keep it light, positive, and relatable. Things like health issues can be tricky too.
Exactly. You really want to keep the energy up in a positive direction. Focus on things people generally enjoy, like movies, books, or any hobbies.
So how do you know if someone's actually open to a conversation and not just wanting to be left alone?
Body language, mostly. If they're making eye contact, smiling, and responding positively to your initial comments, that's a good sign.
I see. So not staring at their phone or constantly looking away. And what if the conversation is going well? Should you ask for contact information?
Well, if you feel like you've really connected, then you can ask to exchange contact information. But again, keep it casual and don't pressure them.
Yeah, make it clear that it's optional, but you enjoyed chatting, and if they say no, that's perfectly fine.
Right. Respect their boundaries. The main idea here, it's about making a connection and enjoying the interaction, you know?
So, to recap, start with something specific, like a comment about their book or the cafe itself. Then branch out to travel or interests, keep it light, and avoid controversial topics.
And most importantly, pay attention to their body language and make sure you are respecting their space and energy.
Exactly. It's about being friendly and curious while making the other person feel comfortable and not putting them on the spot.
Yeah, and who knows, you might make a new friend or just have a great conversation over coffee.
All right, we've finished today's lesson. How did you find it? 理解できない部分はありませんでしたか? Repeat and try again tomorrow if needed. Please let me know your kansa or request in the comments. ぜひチャンネルの登録をお願いします. I look forward to seeing you all again soon. See you next time. Bye bye.